Hi, it's me, Maven. I'm still here. I'm still alive. But life has been busy. But while life has been busy, Marvel Rivals came out, and I've had comments asking if I had played Marvel Rivals. And considering that I made a 40 plus minute video on Overwatch and how I felt on it, I feel like it's only appropriate that I should probably talk about Marvel Rivals. But this isn't gonna be like a Marvel Rivals channel or anything. I am making an animation though, so stay tuned for that. I do want to talk about it, and then I'll talk about channel stuff. But I'll just section that off in the timeline. Anyway, so this is gonna be like a little less polished. I'm just gonna, put me in a play some kind of Marvel Rivals stuff in the background. Anyway, let's get started. Sorry, let me look at my notebook. I got my notes here. So let's talk Marvel Rivals. When I was recording the Overwatch video, I think Marvel Rivals was like in a beta, and I saw some gameplay, but I was skeptical. I was skeptical because I was so jaded, but I have been very pleasantly surprised. At this point, season 1 has just started, and what can I say that hasn't been said already? Art style, amazing. Animation is amazing. Each character looks really cool and interesting, and everyone's kits is really fascinating and has a lot of cool depth. And like I said, what can I say? I think, at least as of recording this, I think I maybe have found my main, which is Storm. And she just got a buff recently, so that feels extra good. If it's not Storm, my number one is Mantis, but a lot of people are queuing in double supports and quick play, so it's like, well, I like playing support. So Storm is like the closest there is to Symmetra, where she's like a support DPS, and I love utility. That's my jam. I love helping my team. Storm is the perfect, for me, Storm is the perfect combination of utility along with an ult that makes you feel really awesome. So I think Storm is my thing for now. It might change later. There is a lot of player freedom that I really appreciate in Marvel Rivals. Like, first of all, it's 6v6 and open queue, and what's so interesting is that with this open queue thing, there has been a lot more discussion on how restrictive role queue was, and I think I do mention that in my Overwatch video, but I do think that it took a lot of it took a game that is so good like Marvel Rivals to really actually see clearly the pitfalls that Overwatch had. After Overwatch Classic came for just a bit, I played it, it was fun, but then Marvel Rivals came over, and came swinging, and Overwatch Classic Overwatch Classic was fun, and Marvel Rivals is at a state where everything is overpowered, and when everything is overpowered, nothing is. Everything's kind of on an even playing field, and it's also clear just how overtuned all the characters in Overwatch became over the years. Like, imagine telling Black Panther mains that they're gonna get the same changes that Genji got, in the future. Like, no one's gonna like that. Everyone knows all those problems, but like, balancing is kind of a whole different thing. There are two types of changes that Marvel Rivals have done. Number one, a natural evolution of the hero shooter genre, and number two, just directly challenging Overwatch. I think the two changes that Marvel Rivals have done that I believe is a natural evolution to the hero shooter genre is, number one, the breakable environments, so like chokes are hardly an issue anymore, and number two, hero team abilities. That I think is a natural evolution. And in terms of a direct challenge to Overwatch, honestly, it's not even anything different. It's what Overwatch used to do, which is having overpowered characters and having 6v6 open queue. That's kind of it. Having no time limit on a battle pass is really good for its longevity, because if you're grinding a battle pass, you're playing a game as your job, like in order to complete it within a time limit, and you will burn out from that game. It's happened to me with Apex. I think it's a really good thing to do to keep your players for the long term to prevent burnout. It's clear that Marvel Rivals is thinking long term, which a lot of, I think, gaming companies really need to do. Hi, editing Maven here. As much as I think it's a good thing that they're not adding a time limit to the Battle Pass, I do have some criticisms for it. Like, there are collectibles and they don't do anything. They're just filler. And one thing I do want to add though is that I would like to see more accessible rewards for currency. I know that there are mission challenges and all that, but those are like finite. I think the blue currency is called units or something. But I do kind of wish that it was similar to Overwatch 1, where you were basically rewarded for playing the game, where you got like a loot box every time you leveled up, but you know, instead of a loot box, it's like currency or something. That way someone has an opportunity to actually choose a reward than hoping your main gets like a free Twitch drop skin or something. There is a level up system in this game, but it doesn't really do anything. Like, imagine getting, I don't know, like 25 units for leveling up where a player can work towards something. I know that you can get some achievements, you know, if you do some achievement hunting, you can get some, but like, again, those are finite. What happens when you finish all of those achievements? That would be my suggestion for those that don't want or don't want the battle pass or can't afford the battle pass. Just something for people to work towards. Marvel Rivals is definitely aware of Overwatch's presence, and I think it makes it very clear. Like, look at Season 1's Battle Pass skin for Moon Knight. It's basically Reaper, and if you look at the logo on the back, it looks very similar to the Blackwatch skin. And to me, the epiphany that I had for that is Marvel Rivals isn't copying Overwatch, it's challenging Overwatch. It's saying, show me what you got. Overwatch and Marvel Rivals need each other. They need good competition because Overwatch has tainted its reputation so bad. Marvel needs Overwatch to be around to be like, well, we're not Overwatch. And Overwatch, if it wants to survive, needs to be doing something good. I heard about the last minute free skin changes that happened in Season 0 of Marvel Rivals. Ooh. Overwatch is sweating. Overwatch is sweating. And I think it's really funny because even Overwatch at its best, I don't think it can compare. They do not have the resources to come back swinging. They're gonna have to do something really good. And I think they're just gonna be the laughingstock for a while. And it's great to see. It's cathartic. And one thing I want to say is that, like, people are saying Marvel Rivals is being carried by its IP. Absolutely not. Marvel Rivals is doing more for Marvel than the MCU is currently. Like, it's clear that this game was made by fans. Like, have you seen, like, some of the skins? Some skins are like, hey, this appeared in this, and this appeared in that. And I'm like, oh, I want to check that out now. I want to check that out because that's a cool design. Anyway, in terms of, like, future characters that I want to see in Marvel Rivals, Gambit. I probably won't play him. I just love Gambit so much. But as great and fun as Marvel Rivals is, I do have one huge complaint, and that has to be the optimization. My game has crashed many times, or even on like Tokyo 2099 and the recent map Midtown. I don't load in until 30 seconds after the game starts, and and Overwatch, I can like easily just boot it up and close it. It's really good. It's really well optimized in comparison. That is the one thing that Overwatch has over Marvel Rivals. I always had to wait for shaders to compile for a very long time. I have a friend that couldn't play this game at all until this recent patch. He has a less powerful computer than me and my husband, but because he has an external SSD, he's able to load into these games faster. So I'm really hoping that Marvel Rivals gets its shit together in terms of optimization, because I have had some very frustrating times going into a game, or sometimes the game just freezing and crashing, and that is my biggest complaint, and I'm really hoping that they get on that, because I have a good PC. I upgraded it last year. My husband upgraded his PC last year too. So please Marvel Rivals, please optimize a little more. Like, in terms of Marvel Rivals, I think that's all I really want to say. I'm really happy that Marvel Rivals have made a lot of things clear as to the faults of Overwatch, and I'm just really hoping that Overwatch and Marvel Rivals' existence together. I'm really hoping that we get good from it. I'm really hoping we're gonna get some good from it. Marvel Rivals is off to a very good start, and because of that, very similar to Overwatch's launch, people are tuning into its potential. The question is, can it achieve what Overwatch couldn't? Do we even know what can be achieved? And I think we are in uncharted territory if things go really well, which I think we all want it to go well, but we shall see in time. Anyway, so enough Marvel Rivals talk. Let's talk about my channel. Alright, channel stuff for 2025. So currently I'm working on a Marvel Rivals animation. I won't say anything too much because I need to finish it. But I do want to work on a bigger project. I want to work on my Stephen Grew video. But I still want to be active. I want to be active, but I might need to make what's the word? I don't want to say less effort. Less demanding. I do want to make more videos more frequently, but I have a larger video that I want to do. So I think what the format is going to be is like me talking in a green screen with this little model. You know, I made this model, you know, just for my Q&A for my 1,000 subscribers. But honestly, I've been taking a big liking to it because I can just green screen her and just, you know, run around and do cute stuff. So I think I'm going to keep her here for a while. I also want to do more small animations at the same time, because like I said, I'm working on one. That one's a high effort one that's going on right now, but after that I want to do like cute small ones. I guess I'm a talking and animator channel, I don't know. But one last thing is I want to stream weekly and be here more often, because there are so many people here. I don't want to neglect that at all. I've just been busy, but I want to add everyone here on my schedule because streaming's fun and I want to get back into the habit of it. But I'm thinking about streaming every Friday evening. So I'll start taking care of that soon, and I don't know what I'll do. I might be drawing, I might be talking, gaming, whatever. We'll see. But I think that's it for what my goals are for 2025. I would love to do more Live 2D stuff, but at the moment, Live 2D distracts me from so much. But anyway, I think that's all for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. For anyone who's new here, hi. Hope you stick around for the ride, and I will see you all later. Take care.